And we are live. Okay, we are, I think, a minute earlier, but I'm just checking if everything is okay, working, and then hopefully you will be joining me in this room and we can have a chat and a lot of crafting actually, because I've got several things planned out for this evening. So if you have joined us, let me know, say hi, and we will wait a few more minutes, as always, to start. Okay, so who's here? I know some of you already are here, so let me know. Yeah. Yes. I'm sure you are typing up. Hello. Yeah. Hello, Di. Hello, my darling. Hope you and Tim are both well. We are. Thank you. We are. And Natalie, evening, Tim and everyone. Yes, Tim and I, primarily, plus our dog, Maya. So yes, we are fine here. But thank you, Natalie, and thank you for joining us this evening as well. Anybody else? So we are growing our numbers a bit. So anybody else would like to say hi? So I know you. I know that who is basically joining us, and Sandra. Okay, hello, Sandra. Hello, my darling. So are you going to be making them flowers, Sandra, this evening? Let me know. You're going to be putting them together? Oh, busy bee, busy bee. Okay. And Karen. Hello, Karen. Hello, my darling. And Sandra, lovely. You are always early. Well, just a minute or so, because, we rather be earlier than later. And obviously, there's always something with the lights or technology. So it's nice to make sure that everything is working fine, okay? Last time, I think, we had a Facebook Live. We had the new moon eclipse or full moon eclipse. I think it was a full moon 2 weeks ago. And now we're going to have a new moon tomorrow. So, wow, I did pick some special timing. And I've cut our loads of this afternoon. Good girl. Busy, busy, busy. Make sure, Sandra, you share them flowers with us on Make It with Anna Marie Designs. I'm sure everybody would like to see your flowers as well. And Gail, good evening, Gail. Good evening. Okay, so, and Karen, I think I said hi to Karen as well. Okay, so, right. Are we ready? Are we ready to crack on? So, and Amanda. Hello, Amanda. So glad to make a live. Yes, me too. I don't think you made it last time, unless I'm making it. Unless I'm making a mistake and I'm mistaking it for somebody else. But I kind of like always bank on certain viewers, customers, friends. Okay, can't be crazy, but I'm thinking, well, no. And I'm counting on on my hands really, who's going to be here. And I've noticed that Diane isn't here. That's why I'm saying this. Diane, where is Diane? She's not here. And Gwen isn't here. So not yet anyway. So, okay. I have another busy Facebook Live and YouTube Live planned out for you. So I've got a few little things, and one actually is inspired by Di. Oh yes. Good evening, Anna Marie. Hope you and Tim are both. Yes. Sorry, I've read your comment, Di. Yes, I have something as my third project that you have inspired me with one of your cards that you posted on Make It with Anna Marie Designs. And Renee is here. Good evening, Renee. Okay. Oh, yes. So you just have to wait till the end to see what this is. Okay. So there you go. So shall we start, everyone? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So I think 2 weeks ago, I mentioned to you the next time I could not make it last time. You are right. There you go. You see, I always bank on certain people. But, we all have a busy life. So, yeah, of course. course, we are doing other things as well. Oh, Jeanette just came on. Hello, Jeanette. Looking forward to your program. Yes, thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. So back to the projects that I mentioned. Okay, 2 weeks ago, I mentioned the next time we meet here, I will be doing a Easter basket, right? So I do have that for you. And this is the one, right? And I'm going to bring it up closer to you because this is created out of our weaving strips from the weaving plate. Okay, the whole thing, right? So apart from the base, obviously the actual basket and the handle as well. So I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook this afternoon, but I sort of wanted to let you know that if you do want to craft along with me, not as a full project, because we won't be able to do the rest. Hello, Asha. Hello, my darling. My Polish friend, Asha. So if you want to craft, well, if you want to see me doing more than just the Easter basket, I'm pretty sure that's what you want me to do as well, then I won't be able to do the complete basket this evening. But I promise you, it's super easy. So you will be able to finish it off just like in no time. But let me know, just out of interest, how many of you did see my post this afternoon and how many of you did actually die cut the strips? Hello, Wendy. Love the basket. Thank you. Thank you. It's very easy to do. Promise you faithfully. And for the whole thing, I actually, let me just put it up here so you can see it from the distance. For the whole basket and the handle, I mentioned to you that I only used 44 strips. So that, if I remember correctly, okay, that you're getting 21 strips on your weaving plate. So I've just die cut. Well, I have more, obviously. I've die cut loads, really, because I don't do anything like when I die cut by 5 sheets. And then, of course, I have even 2 more here. And in case I've run out, there will be another basket, probably for a neighbor or 2 or my friends. Okay, there you go. So this is the Blissful Roses yellow, and I thought it would be rather nice and cute because you're getting the pink roses and some green leaves as well. So no, just I do want to know, obviously, if any of you did die cut the strips and if any of you will be crafting along me this evening. So let me know how many of you die cut it. Nobody, because I can. If you haven't, don't worry. Okay, I will show you. I will give you the base, the start, because it's very simple. And obviously, if you like it, then you're going to carry on and finish off later. If you don't, then obviously you can skip this part. Wait, obviously, for the actual card, and well, 2 cards. But don't worry if you haven't. So if you haven't, then obviously I'm going to crack on with that in a moment. But let me show you the card that I will be making for you this evening as well. Okay, so that's that one. And I couldn't help myself. I've created a DL card again. I've made this card last time, if you remember. And I don't know why. Okay, so suddenly I'm in love with the DL cards. Okay, so this one would be another cute DL card. So, but that's a second project. And the third one, you could also make lanterns with that die. Absolutely right. And the reason why, absolutely, Amanda, 100% correct. Sarah, we had ballroom dance practice this afternoon after dancing this morning. Wow, how lovely. Very nice. But when you look at this particular A4, what Amanda just said, when you look at this, I mean, you can actually, okay, so this is my solid part, and this is the solid part, and the weaving, obviously, strips are here. So you can obviously create all sorts of things, really, as you can imagine, out of one plate. So it's just a matter of really playing and really exploring your die. and every single possibility going. So that's okay. So anyway, so I will crack on with the basket number 1, because the leftover from the basket, okay, will actually then be very handy for my second card. Okay, something that I already touched upon last Facebook Live as well. And the third project will be, like I mentioned earlier, or I started, I think. So I was browsing through a Make It with Anna Marie Designs Facebook group. Now, for those of you, and I think I should mention it because I think Diane was asking me for a Anna Marie Designs group, and she didn't know that we have a Facebook group for you, okay, where you could post your own creations using our products. Okay, so this group, for any of you that you don't know that, okay, it's called Make It with Anna Marie Designs. Okay, and they are some amazing projects, amazing. So I was like perusing through this Make It with Anna Marie Designs, and I thought, oh my Lord, gosh, you've been posting some amazing creations. Honestly, Madeleine's been busy, super busy. Okay. And Barbara is here. Hello, Barbara. As promised. Thank you very much. Just seen that DL card. Yes. Yeah. So, and then I came across a dice card, and she reminded me of one of my own dies, obviously, my own shapes, and she inspired me with using it this evening. I won't tell you what it is just yet, but out of die cutting, okay, that particular die, I'm going to show you something amazing. Okay, so I just thought, I like creating this, and only today occurred to me, wow. Okay, so no, just well, I hope I'm keeping you in suspense because it is exciting. And well, I'm not going to say any more about this. So you just have to wait and see. And I'm going to crack on with the basket. Right, so super easy. Dorothy, hello, Dorothy. I hope you're well, my darling. Okay, and I hope you prepared yourself for this evening. Now, I asked you to die cut or cut out, okay, 10 centimeters in diameter. Okay, so this is basically what I use for my basket. However, you could have a, just a normal cardstock, but cardboard is fine. This one is actually a little bit like weak on one side and thick on the other, but it doesn't really matter. The other one is basically to later on, if you wish to, okay, to sandwich and hide the mess, but isn't necessary. I'll leave it to you to decide. So basically, I have the circle. I will be using my hot glue gun simply because it's speedy, super speedy. So, and then we have the strips. Okay, so, right, with creations like this, I kind of like to do things symmetrically. So I don't do any measuring. So I have my circle, and in a moment, we're going to actually change the camera. So that one will be quite good. So basically, symmetrically is absolutely fine. So, right, I'm going to start with strip like this. So we have a pattern showing here. All right. And well, trust me, it's as complicated as this. So a little bit of hot glue gun right at the top. Okay. The same at my base. So just make sure it's more in line, okay, more or less. If it isn't, it's not too much of a problem. Okay, then we're going to do the same on the opposite side. And just going to go here. And here. This kind of project doesn't have to be an Easter project. It could be anything. You could actually be using these baskets to create literally your little pots for some treasures, like, I don't know, maybe even a makeup. Okay. I don't know, some seeds. What else can we use it for? All sorts, everything, crafting goodies, whatever you die cut, embellishments, anything like that. It's really, really good to have. And of course, the same the way I'm doing the actual base, you could create the top for that. So with slightly bigger circle, of course, the leads are normally slightly bigger. And you have the top. So there you go. I think if it's not like dead precise or anything like that, I wouldn't worry, because honestly, it will be lost in translation, or I should rather say in weaving. Okay, so this is your main sort of spread, and then we literally filling up the gaps. All right. Now, I actually think if you are teaching at your workshops, and I think Sandra is teaching, if anybody else is running workshops and you are teaching, let me know, because this actually would be an amazing project to sort of do it at your workshops. So there you go, chocolate and snacks to keep you going whilst crafting. That's amazing. Great idea. Absolutely great. And let me know if I notified you too late with regards to the crafting along this evening, because obviously, you know, I didn't see a single comment saying, yes, I've die cut and I will be crafting with you, Anna Marie. So if I was late, let me know. So next time, if there is a suitable project like that, obviously I will definitely allow more time. I know that the Facebook feeds are not always that speedy. So just let me know. There you go. So this bit is dead easy. Next part, when I bring everything to the top, we will have a little bit of massive spider. Okay. So we will actually be weaving, as you can imagine. So it will be a matter of just maneuvering a lot of things. But as you can see, I'm bringing every strip to the circle and just literally resting it and folding it like almost up against it. All right. So you can have your basket as long as your strip. Okay. And yes, it would be lovely. Nice little tube. You don't have to have this length, but you could have a bigger base. Okay. So it's all about, you know, how wide you want your basket. Okay. So this is number one thing that I needed to do. Okay. And now the second part. As you can imagine, if I just curve my strip and put it against the brown, you could see that it's a little bit too short, right? So we need to join these two, right? So very, very easily joining one on top of the other. Okay. Just make sure the edges of your two strips are aligned. It's nice and straight. Okay, so I will probably show you two of these, two or three. So I'm just going to glue these two. Okay, and then we're going to go and create a second card. Oh, Charlotte is here. Good evening, Anna Marie and everyone. Good evening, Charlotte. Lovely. Okay, I make, put together 3 strips and then we'll see how we're getting on. And Brenda, hello, Brenda. I haven't been able to make the strips because hold on, let me just stick this strip. Because I'm waiting for a new weaving die. Oh, yes, well, what a shame, Brenda. That's what happened to your plate. But, you know, I like to watch rather than craft along and then try later as I learn more. Well, fabulous. Brilliant. Okay. So let me know how much you're enjoying this concept of weaving your own basket out of our weaving plate. How does it appeal to you? Okay. So now you can actually do, right. It is a little bit fiddly, I'll be honest with you. So you can actually start with the center of these 2 strips if it's easier for you. Okay. If it is, brilliant. You could actually, what I'm just about to show you, you could start with one end, entirely up to you. But I think, not too much, but I think it's possible that applying the strip to the applying the glue to the middle of the strip would probably be easier for you. Okay, so this is what I have, and as you can see, the same concept applies. It's to do with weaving. Okay, so really all we have to do is weave, weave, weave. Okay, right, it's easy to, I suppose, you know, miss one or two, but all you need to do, okay, is bring it to your base. Now, if I were you, okay, when you follow this nice circle nice and tightly, and you know that your strips are great, okay, then apply a little bit of glue to, let's say, one end of the halves strip. Hopefully I'm making sense. Well, it is. Why am I doing this? Is because obviously, well, they are long strips and they are very spidery. So yeah, we want a little bit, well, a little bit control. Although I'm saying that, but you do have a lot of control, I promise you. Okay, so then, right, just follow literally the pattern. The circle will guide you there. So, and I promise you that the first two are probably the hardest. Okay, so you see, this one is actually a little bit too long. So I'm just going to like snip from that bit here. All right. Okay. And yeah, it's a little bit too long still. So I'm just going to get rid of some more. Right. So what I am, it's a fabulous idea to make a basket. It's so different and great for Easter and other occasions. Thank you, Amanda. I am honestly very pleased to hear it, because I think it is a great idea. And then again, we are going back. Oops. Oh, I think I did something wrong. You see, this one should come here. You see? Yeah. Then I understand why you're saying about watching and then following. That's all you have to just be careful with, okay? Just make sure that you're concentrating, but just one strip, the first strip will be the most important. Second one will be dead easy. Okay, so I've just secured it. Hello, Diane. I was wondering where you are. Honestly. Honestly. Okay, so let's be very careful. And this one here. And we are right at the end. Okay, so I'm just going to spin it to my side. Right, and I'm going to cut this bit out. And I need this strip desperately because of our second project this evening. Right, so of course, all you need to do is secure, apply glue to obviously the strip, and then make sure that you keep it tight. So when I say tight, I mean up against the circle. Okay, right, up against it. Okay, so that was easy, right? So we're going to do another one now. Again, another little suggestion I'm going to make for you, wherever you started with the center, okay, let's say this is going to be your back. I would, if I were you, I would carry on with this strip, okay, for every strip. Why? You may ask me why. Because later on, if the rest of the strips are not following the line, let's say, you obviously can maneuver them, okay? See, so if it went slightly wonky, if this strip went slightly wonky, you could just literally maneuver, even though you already created the weaving basket. And Maria left me a note. Totally agree, Amanda. It's a fabulous idea. Oh, thank you. Yeah, hot glue gun. Honestly, I couldn't be without it. I think the hot glue gun is very important because it dries super quick. And, well, you're not going to be there forever. That's all. So with a hot glue gun, the only suggestion I can make for you is, again, attach it, but make sure that your strip is sitting on top of a strip. Okay, so there you go, the same principle. And of course, we're weaving, right? So one up, one down, and we're just reversing. That's it, as simple as that. Okay, make sure that you're obviously not skipping one, because Well, because it's easily done, especially when we're chatting. Okay. And there you go. And each time you do that, please make sure you have it battered against the lower layer. And Sandra says, love the idea of the basket. And yes, good for classes, good. I thought that because it's something else as well. Right, so you see, now I've come to the end. And even though I will be attaching it to this particular strip, okay, on the inside, okay, the other bit, if it's lifting, I hope you know what I mean. If this element, well, this strip has lifted, don't worry, you will push it down later on as well. As long as it's nice and tight, bring it up. That's it, okay? So now this is the second part. So are we doing? And it's actually quite easily sort of done. Haida Marina, gorgeous idea. Thank you, Diane. Okay, so it's simple, isn't it? The one that is down, we have to bring it up, and the one that is up, we have to bring it down. So it's brilliant. I'm so glad that obviously you are enjoying it. Well, the watching bit anyway. And that's it. This one over, this one here. And right, and at this point, okay, I need just enough to pop this strip behind this one. Right, so I'm just going to simply trim it, just like here. I need this. Okay, and again, bring it in inside. And that's it. So if you need to make it, well, if it's loose or for some strange reason, but it isn't, then of course you know what to do. Just tighten it, make sure you follow the line. Although I'm not, if you are loving this concept and this creation, and you will be doing a lot of it, don't forget, you don't have to keep it within a straight line. You could actually adjust and make your basket slightly wider at any given time. Okay, so from these two strips, the base, you could go out, okay, and then bring the strips in. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. All right, so this is the base. Okay, if you want me to show you a third strip, let me know. I have it ready, but if you do get everything, the concept, the idea, then of course we can proceed to our next project. Wow. Yeah, well, imagine that this is actually Tracy. Good evening, Sir Emilate. I'm intrigued to see what is happening. What's happening, Tracy? We are making a Easter basket. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to show you right at the end. But this basket, obviously, is out of our strips from the weaving plate. So there you go. And we can pop some eggs, sweeties, anything. Right, so are we all good? Do we know what to do if we want to carry on? Yes? Yeah? Unless you want me to show you one more. Okay, my husband is actually telling me to do one more. So I'm going to do one more. So there you go. So I'm going to go back to the same starting point where I started all of them. And it was here. Okay, because that's a good idea when you know that in everything that we craft, I suppose, there's always a back of something. So if this is going to be a back, then brilliant. So, okay, and that's it. So now, in and out. All right. And then in and out. In and out. Wonderful idea. Thank you, Tracy. In and out. You know, but it is really very simple. Time consuming? Yes, I won't lie to you. But, you know, it is really enjoyable. And because I glued my strips, obviously, in the middle, to sort of simplify things. Obviously, I don't want this DD strip to go over that particular strip, so that's why I trimmed it, but it is nice and tight, and the same principle with this strip. Okay, so let me just make sure we're doing the right thing. Okay, in and out, in and out. But so mindful. Yes, it is. Absolutely. You are right, very mindful, especially if you won't have to basically just say anything. It really is very, very, very relaxing. Okay, so I'm just trimming this strip here again, gluing this part, and I'm going to do one more. I wish now that, well, actually it's too late because I put handles on my Easter basket, so I wouldn't be able to put the lid on top. But you get the idea. If your cardboard circle is obviously slightly bigger than your actual base, then that's your top, that's your lid. Okay, so right, so we have 3 layers now, okay? And now I'm going to show you actually how to make your handle, right? Very, very easy. Let me show you close up what I did with my handle. It's just the cardstock, exactly the same strip, the same pattern, the same concept really. Apart from, I'm going to do some weaving, but not the weaving as I did here. So kind of a weaving. Right, so I thought the one strip isn't strong enough, okay, unless, because we print our designer card on 250-gram card. So this is obviously nice and strong card, but for the handle, probably I should actually be strengthen it. So the way I am going to do my sort of stronger handle is by placing, let me just glue this here and I'll show you. Right, okay, so I've got something like this, right? Okay, and then I'm literally bringing this, well, either one, but the one that you put on top actually is easier, over and over, and you just basically keep bending. Make sure it's nice and tight, but keep following. You can secure it one point or another, but I am going to actually extend my strips in a moment. So that's how I'm going to secure it. Okay, and this is where I'm going to actually join these two, and therefore, excuse me, and therefore I'll be absolutely fine just to carry on. Okay, so this one is done. All right, and in a moment, I will be extending my middle strip. So for the actual handle, all you need is 4 strips, 4, right? So I'm just going to put one here and this one here. There you go. And if you could align, obviously, the fold with the joint, that's brilliant, but actually it doesn't matter at all. So by the time I get to the end of this strip, this is how long my handle was. But as you can imagine, your handle can be as long as you choose it to be. There you go. And if you decide to make the spaces in between greater, then obviously that's fine as well. There you go. So let's secure it. I'm just going to actually, well, when you actually, such a clever project. Thank you, Di. Right, so obviously I could do with the strip, but I know that obviously I've got more strips than that anyway. So, and I'm going to just cut out a little strip. See, it's secured only in the middle, slightly curling now, but that's not a problem. I've secured here, and this bit you could also either bring it inside here. Okay, yep, underneath of that fold. And this is the same principle how you could end your weaving basket. Okay, just like so. So that would be a little bit stronger. And if I trim this bit, that would be exactly the same principle. So a little bit to be hidden here. Okay, let me just apply some glue here on this triangle. And then we're going to do this here. All right, there you go. So now your strip, the solid strip is ready, and very gently just adjust it. Okay, just keep playing with your hands, and there you go. And when you bring it to actually a place, you can obviously glue it and secure it. Anna-Marie, you are planning on joining Tim at any of the crafting events this year? Yes, I am, Sandra. Okay, I am. And I will actually be at the Sincerely Yours show in Lee in May. I think it's for the 4th of May, because we actually have a TV show. We can maybe let me just change the camera, and I will give you a little update, and then we can come back to that one. My husband is asleep because, yeah. Are we changing the camera? Okay, so I hope this, obviously, it's nice and clear. Let me just show you my finished basket. Okay, and then I will tell you more about the actual show and the next TV show. Okay, so from this, well, actually from a weaving plate to this. Okay, so it would be amazing once you put your Easter baskets together and post it on Make It with Anna-Marie Designs. It would be absolutely wonderful thing to see. But going back, oh, how do you attach the handle? With the glue? With the glue on the sorry? Oh no, that's okay. My husband was asking me, how do you attach the handles? On the inside, of course. And my basket here, just so you know, I actually added a little bit of sort of natural cottony ribbon, created a nice sort of, I don't know, bit of a ribbony effect, just to finish it off. But of course, I'm sure your basket is going to be amazing, so I can't wait to see. And then, yeah, we should have a bit of a gallery of Easter baskets. Why not? So going back to our show in Lee. Okay, so our next TV show, it's actually 2nd of May. And because, yeah, the Lee show is actually, 2 days later, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I will be in Lee. So I will be seeing you, Sandra. I hope I will be seeing some. Hey, great news. Okay, brilliant. So I hope I will be seeing more of, of our lovely customers. Star Wars Day. Yes, I don't know. They've picked it. Hopefully, it's not going to be too busy on the road, because I think one year the traffic was so horrendous that it wasn't all that busy. But we'll see. Natalie, the Everest card is so smooth. I love it. See? Lovely. Love how easy you make your projects look. Could not afford the set, so I will be using hand cut card and be giving this go. Yes, after this live is finished. Exactly. Of course, when you've got your strips, you could do that. Okay. And it's the same principle. It's just the weaving plate is saving a lot of time for you, of course, and it's giving you perhaps, well, when you look closer at the weaving basket, you can see the actual stitched line right in the middle as a little detail. Okay, so you can see that on solid card, definitely the stitched line shows more, but normal strips are absolutely fine. So yes, crafting. So right at the end, I will show you something else as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, anyway, so I'm just putting this spider to the side, and then we're going to crack on with the next bit. So now I have my DL card because it's really cute, and I have my strips. Okay, and if we can change the camera, down. Oops. Then I show you what we're doing. Right. So let me remind you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 long strips. Okay, that's my DL card. And this time we're going to do slightly different weaving because I will use, and this is what you will end up once you done your weaving basket, you will have a lot of these strips. Okay, because once you trim, obviously the ends, once you join the two of them together and you trim the ends, you will have these strips. But even if you don't have them, it doesn't matter because you can always absolutely just cut more of them if you wish, of course. Right. Okay, so you know this bit. So in and out, and let me just carry on to the base, just like so. But what I'm going to do differently this time, and I'm just going to stagger my bottom ones like that. I am actually going to keep these straight, but these wonky, right? Okay, so we're just going to come down to this point, and we're going to do next one. And we're going to keep it tight. And the next one. So let me know how you're getting on with our weaving plate. Are you loving it? Are you enjoying it? Let me know. Okay. And in and out. Joe. Hello, Joe. I'm watching for the first time with my 10-year-old. We always say hi to Tim at the motorcycle museum. We love your designs. Well, thank you, Joe. Thank you. And where have you been? Right. So next one. Oh, dropped one. So let me just get another one. So this bit is dead easy. And believe me, even the sort of slightly wonky element to my woven background is really, really nice because each time we do something like this, it's different. Now I'm going to keep it straight, actually. Okay. Okay. Very quiet. And I think we're going to have about 3 more. Yeah. There you go. Amanda says, I love the weaving die. It is fabulous. I made my sister's garden with it. Well, thank you. I honestly, the creations that you produced, okay, and you posted on Make It with Anna Marie Designs. Wow, they were amazing, absolutely amazing. So please keep posting. Fabulous, mesmerized again. Thank you, Di. You know, I really like the blissful roses. I don't know why, but it does give you that sort of, I'm going to go for the plain yellow rather than the pattern here. It gives you that sort of, I don't know, depth. You've got the pattern, you've got the color as well. Right, okay, so I have my strip and I think I'm good. I think that's what I need. Right, so you can see, lovely, okay? Now, oh, Alda from Portugal is here. Hello, Alda. I hope you're feeling well. Okay, and we are both well. Thank you. I don't know if I could have a little sip of something. My voice. So, just 3 strips of double-sided tape. Well, even 2 will suffice, really. But like last time, I thought they would suffice. And I think when I didn't attach the tape, the strip ought to have moved. So I'm going for 3 strips of double-sided tape. Okay. So again, I haven't got any nails. So here I am. Okay, I've got my strip and I've got my blank card. Right. Okay, so this is my blank card, which, okay, I could have easily just popped my background here on the actual DL card. And I know you're not seeing the pattern, but I didn't want it to be this way because by placing, well, it's just, I wanted it to have the depth dimension, just like you see on my original card, but I'm not going to show you the original card just yet until we finish it. So what I did, I sort of went, I used my strips here as my guide, okay, to get rid of some of my blank card from the top, okay? So if this is going to be my strip, this one, the edge here, then all you need to do, okay, is give yourself a line with something just here where you need to cut it. That's it. Okay, so let me just trim this bit, and I promise you that way you will get better dimension. Is it boiling hot?
Not boiling, but
Okay, so there you go. That's my blank card now. Okay, so this is done. And let's go and let's apply this to my base card. Okay, so just a little bit of PVE glue for a change, because we can slide and adjust this if we need to. All right, so this strip is going to go against my I have something warm to drink. There you go. Let me just adjust my strip here. There you go. There you go. That's what I need. Right. So you tell me if this doesn't create more dimension as opposed to, okay, having it just dead flat on your blank card. Now, this concept obviously is brilliant for any size card, because whether we're using square or DL, how do I order? Oh, my husband will reply to you, Karen. Okay. So he will let you know. I don't know if he can do links. He's learning. Okay. Right, there you go. So now my pattern is within, okay, my DL card. And it's did a little bit is outside. Obviously, that's absolutely fine. Great idea. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, so this is done. This is the base card. And as always, you can lift off the ends if you wanted to, but I'm not done yet. So we're just going to carry on. Right. So next thing, I will be making flowers, and this evening I'm going to make different flowers for you. And of course, maybe you watched a video tutorial on scalloped flowers. Make 30 of them. And if you have, brilliant. If you haven't, then, well, this is going to be new to you. And of course, I'm using the scalloped flower die. And I've got two large, two small, and that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to stagger the small on top of the large one. Okay, but that's in a moment. What I will do next is ink up my flowers. I'm going to go with the same colors because actually this card, the second card, actually is going to someone. So I thought these are lovely colors. And now if you think, if you go back to basics, sort of program, Facebook Live that we had maybe a couple of months ago. Okay, we were talking about colors. Okay, we were talking about colors, and obviously yellow. Let me just have a sip of water. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I like the idea of trimming off a bit of the card. Yeah, exactly. So we were talking about back to basics, and that was the subject color. Okay, and if you remember the wheel, that's excuse me. If you remember the wheel that I created using the bloom flowers, okay, you would know that actually, apart from black, apart from brown, apart from grey, which obviously them colors go beautifully with any color. Okay, the colors that actually work really well with yellow are pinks and blues. And I really like that combination because it's really spring-like. So I hope you agree with me. And that is why, apart from this yellow that I'm inking up, I will be adding some blue. Before I do that, let me do the yellow now in the center. I'm going to tell you what colors. Wow, I'm losing my voice. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit for the center. And a little bit here. And in a moment, I'll tell you the color of this yellow. Right, and it is called Scattered Straw. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful color. So on top of this yellow here, I will actually ink up a little bit of my strips on this side. I'm just going to go this strip here. So that way, I'm actually highlighting the edge and creating more of a border. Okay. Now, I mean, imagine this as a, well, it is a background, but imagine just adding few little things. You know, it's, however, obviously easy or complex design you are looking for, everything would obviously work. Now I'm adding faded jeans. This is the blue. Okay, and I literally, when it comes to my flowers, I've reversed the colors on my flowers. And of course, I started with the yellow because it's lighter, because my hands are dirty now. So if I had the blue on my fingers, then I could have marked, obviously, the center. Not that it would matter too much, I'll be honest with you. However, this is one little thing that I can tell you. Just lighter color first and darker color after. So and again, right, for the actual blue, because I use this blue so much, I actually have a makeup pad. And again, I've inked it up, but I'm just going to go in the middle. Okay, just brush it. Just like so. And I think I have to squash my brush a little bit. There you go. Okay, so my flowers are done. And now we can put them together. Natalie, my son has just treated me to the weaving plate. Oh, that's nice. I'm a happy lady. Yes, of course. You will love it, Natalie. You will love it. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of weaving on my petals. Chat has decided to play nice. Chat. Hello, Anna Marie and everyone. Hope all are keeping well. We are well, Susan. Thank you, Susan. I think I need a new pair of glasses, I think. Anyway, we don't have to lift our petals on this one at all. But what we do need, we need something like this. This is my sushi stick. Okay. And if you have a brush, that would also be good. But nothing, well, you need something thicker. I don't think a pen like this would be good. Well, it would be too thick, in my opinion. But I'm sure when you start weaving your own flowers, you will figure out the best tool for this particular job. So I am literally curving my petal with a little angle, okay, and to the side. So as you can see, I'm aligning my sushi stick, kebab stick, cocktail stick, sushi stick, garden stick. I wonder how many more sticks I'm going to use in the future to do with crafting. And there you go. So, question for everyone. How many of you ladies put together this particular flower? Okay. Because obviously, if you haven't watched my tutorial, I did demo this flower on Hobby Maker when we launched our dies. I haven't posted another video with this particular flower yet, but how many of you ladies have created this flower at home using a scalloped flower? Let me know in your comment. Okay. And that's it. One done. 2 petals to go. Okay. Nobody. Okay, well, that's in a way good. Because if this flower is kind of a new concept to you, then that's even better. Oh, Barbara is knitting at the moment. Gosh. And Sandra, another flower for me to try. Well, you will love this one. I'm slowly working my way. Yeah. Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah, this is one of the 30 flowers that I've created. Quite a few to make. But this one is completely different as well. Last Facebook Live, I showed you obviously different flower as well. So I thought this one, because very soon, ladies, I will be launching a set of new dies. And oh my, I'm also excited about them. I have made the flower but knit cut in the way you are now. Brilliant. That's brilliant. Okay. So honestly, this part was the most time consuming. Everything else will just fly now. So, you know, when I was lifting my petals with my first flower, okay, it's a kind of bit of a habit, really, because we want, if you don't do that, well, earlier or later, like I did now, okay, so the curved petals will actually be going down, and we want them up. So we want them to be beautifully raised. Okay, so small in the middle of the large and alter them, obviously. Oh my, how exciting. More new goodies to look forward to. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, and that's it. That's my flower. And we're going to do exactly the same with the second one. It's fantastic. There we go. Right, so let me know what you think, because I love these flowers. And they don't even have any center inside them yet, but we will. As my hands are dirty, what I will do, I will now ink up my wheat sprigs, but I will actually ink them up blue. Oh yes, we're going to go crazy and we're going to have them blue. Why not? So again, my ink pad, and this time I'm going to use the sponge because I do want them kind of solid, nice solid blue wheat sprig. And honestly, you will love it in other color. You will also love it in other color, but green. Okay, because this blue is amazing. But imagine having your wheat sprigs, I don't know, yellow. I mean, yellow, okay, it's closer to the nature, but still it's not white or not green. It's yellow. I'm just going to have that one. Right. And then I've got this one. I love this sprig, so different to anything else. Thank you. Thank you, Di. And this one, I'm actually going to literally just kiss it with an ink pad. No more than that. Right. If I need to add anything else, I will. And now I'm going to actually clean my hands, if you don't mind, so we don't make anything else dirty. Okay, no more inking for me, so we will be good to go. And then we put this together, and then there is this mystery project at the end. Okay, I think I'm good. Right. So my base card, and I also have my lovely pom-pom border. Why not? Okay, so I'm just going to place my pom-pom border here in the middle for now. Okay, just in the middle with the glue. There you go. So, by me inking up the ends of my woven background, obviously, we've got the pom-pom border popping out more, which is great. I can always add more glue to it in a moment, no problem. But let's start with a base card. So, let me just place my... Oh, I obviously haven't applied enough glue. And I was promoting the hot glue gun. But I was probably late. And there you go. Fabulous. Okay, so as you know, we can actually separate this particular twig. So I'm just going to add a little drop here and here. And I'm just going to place it just like so. Okay, this one, follow the line and bring it down. I think here, it's fine. I'm going to add a little bit of natural fiber, as always. And the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my flowers to my arrangement. Okay, and it's going to go just like so. And the next one is going to come here. Okay, nice, tight. And these two, we can actually keep them tight because I think almost the tighter the better because they create such a busy sort of effect. Okay, so I have my wheat sprigs and I'm just going to curve them. And I have some of my leaves as well. But we've got the 4 leaves. And I am really frustrated at the moment. Authority? Oh, that's not good. Oh, I hope you will get really well soon, because it's nothing worse than being unwell. In fact, I've been under the weather myself recently. I don't know. I think it's probably the verge of, I don't know, welcoming spring into our life, or I don't know what it is, but yes, it can be a little bit, nothing obviously as severe. So you must get better. And then you could carry on crafting, Dorothy. Okay, I think if I need any more leaves, I will obviously crack on with that. Right, so number one, we're just going to go with a few leaves like here. And I'm just going to pop my leaf just like here. Right, then this one just like here. All right. And now we're just going to bring the sprigs into the mix. Now we can separate them, of course. And the glue only in one place. What do you think about the blue wheat sprigs? Let me know. Oops, my leaf is stubborn. Okay. Now I can actually go for a large one, or I can go for the smaller wheat sprig, which that's the reason why I have it. So let me just go for the small one. And we're just going to bring it up and stick it onto the leaf. All right, fab. So I've got my leaves, I've got my sprigs, and then of course I'm going to add a few more leaves here and there. And then I'm going to do something else. There you go. All right, before I proceed, Maria, this is, okay, no, I didn't get blue sprigs. Yeah, the blue sprigs are amazing, honestly, absolutely amazing. Okay, and don't forget, obviously, you could always add more if you wanted to. I've got the, I have the, love the blue leaves, yes, they are honestly lovely. I've got the pom-pom, not pom-pom, I've got the dotty falls as well. But one first thing that I wanted to show you is the ornate part from a scalloped flower, because I'm actually going to use it as a flower, and you're going to see close up how beautifully this little thing looks as a part of my arrangement. So obviously I'd like to curve my, well, can I say petals? Are they petals? Well, we have to be very delicate, that's for sure. Okay, and I'm going to pop a little blob, and I'm going to bring it just here. Okay, so I've got to be very quick because the glue obviously dries very quickly. But there you go. Let me pick this up and I'll show you the first one. So that's my ornate flower as a part of an arrangement. And it looks honestly beautiful. So the same thing with the second one. Don't forget, you could stagger them. Okay, so we can actually stagger them and have the ornate flower busier. Okay, so I will actually stagger these two large ones together. So, and again, I have to be super fast, and I don't want you to see my head inside the camera, so I'm doing it from back to front. Okay, but I actually think I managed to overcome this. All right, there you go. So look at this. Okay, just very gently sitting on top. And okay, on my original, I actually have 3 of them, beautiful and stunning mix. Thank you. So we can actually, as I've got one more and it's in pink, okay, we can actually make even, we can make one, but busier one as well. So yeah, let's do one busy pink one, because this arrangement is about yellow, blue, and pink together. Very spring-like. Okay, so we're going to have slightly different version. Let me just spin it around, so it's probably going to be easier for me. And pop it here. The only thing is that, of course, you've got to be careful because obviously they're catchy, very catchy. So when you place one on top of the other, we just have to be very careful like that. Okay, but I think I'm done here. I'm just going to snip my fiber here and here. Right, so now I'm going to add my dotty falls, and then we're going to bring other bits and pieces to as well. So me here. I love this die because it actually is matching with so many other dies from our range, obviously. And like if you look at the pom-pom border, okay, it is matching the pom-pom border. So it is beautifully complementing. All right. So it's here. And then I'm going to curve, oops. And a little bit shorter is going to go somewhere here. Okay. There you go. Right. If we need to add more, we will add more. Okay, so I need a few more leaves. And I'm just going to bring one down here. Okay. And the smaller ones to the side. This part I actually love the most. Love the bits and pieces like this. Little leaves and sprigs and flowers and embellishment. Love it. And then everything will start to actually, I don't know, dancing. Okay. You know, the beauty about anything like this, like in crafting, is the fact that if I'm actually looking at this point here and I'm thinking, I feel like I could do with a little bit more fiber in that one particular place. Well, that's the thing. This is one strand from that fiber. And what I'm doing here, I'll just very quickly show you. Okay. Okay. Snip, snip, and snip. So we don't have too many loops. And I'm going to pop literally here. Okay, oh, there you go. But I also knew that I'm going to go the faffing bits. Yes, I love to faff. I love it, especially when it's something that you like. It's like, oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. Yeah, definitely my favorite part. Now, I definitely, who does, but I do not like removing double-sided tape off the pads or off the tape. Oh dear, that really drives me nuts sometimes. Okay, and I'm looking for small and slim leaf as well. And this one is going to go actually here, right at the top, the smallest leaf from that set. And it's the pack of, it's going to come here. All right. Right, I'm loving it. Okay, so, and now let's bring some pinky colors into the mix. Okay, so I'm going to pop this beautiful pink center, whoops, inside of my blue flower. Okay, now these two flowers have big centers, and I haven't used the ornate center for the center of the flower. Okay, I'm going to use this one here. All right, but for my pink flower, the sprigs and bits and bobs, beautiful card. Oh, thank you, Natalie. So the blue bead is actually going to go inside of my pink flower. So there you go. And let me see if I'm missing anything. Now, so I don't think I am missing anything, but I'm going to actually stick a little bit more of my pom-pom border. And at this point, you see, you could actually decide whether you would like, let's say, more blue accent, if any, or pink or yellow. I actually don't want any more yellow. My yellow is my background. I have my blues and they're very strong. So what I do want, I actually want, let me just see, I think I might need another leaf. Yeah, I need another leaf, sorry. Okay. I need one here. Okay. So I actually need, there you go. Just, all right. There you go. So I actually need pink accents. So not too many, just one or two. Okay, I've got them little self-adhesive gems, but I don't know if they are self-adhesive because more often than not, I'm actually adding normal PVA glue to attach them. Okay. Right, I'm just going to pop this dotty foil here to be catchy. There you go. And literally just one or two just to highlight. And I think I will be done. Then you can tell me what you think. So just very quickly, these are nice sort of glass pink gems, but and there was one more here. One more. Beautiful work of art. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Di. Right, okay. So I am done with this one. Let me show you these two. Right, they do differ. Okay, they differ, but they are very similar. So you could see, right, I've got busy ornate flower in pink, which is really delicate, and then three of the blues. Die cut actually in blue blissful card, okay, scattered in three places. I am pretty sure that you also like to see slight different variation on the makes, and it's actually quite nice to see that sometimes as well. So, okay, so thank you for your comments, and I'm just going to adjust my dirty fall here. And yeah, right. So let's crack on with our next project. And then I show you these two upright, because I think, Timothy, can you change the camera so I can show everybody upright? Because I think upright, when you look at this, anything, okay, it's slightly different. So look at these two. Okay, just close like that. No, which direction am I going? Like that. Oh, there you go. I got that. Love them both. Thank you. So you see very spring-like, yellow, blue, and pink. Okay, they are both fabulous. I need to catch up. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Gorgeous. But I will tell you what I do, and obviously not when I'm live crafting live, because obviously you want to see my hands, you want to see the project. But it's a good sort of habit to have, I think, because so now and then, as you're crafting, and your head is literally focused on, on your project from above, you're not really seeing your project from the distance. And what's really good sometimes is if you could like bring it up, like, as if you were doing a selfie. Basically, oh, I'm doing a selfie, okay, and then you're looking for that extra balance, that extra detail, that leaf that is missing, that sprig that is missing, or too much. Okay, yeah, do a selfie. Yeah, that's it. Now and then I do a selfie with my cards. It works. Okay, so that's it. Two of them done, and now on to the third one. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that this card was inspired by something that Di used in her creation, and that it's actually this particular die that comes from a border adornments. And Di, I love what Di did. She actually used this border and she weaved, okay, in and out, okay, of the middle circles. Can you see the circles? Okay, that looked brilliant. Okay, I loved it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use this die for my demo this evening. But when I was die cutting, actually, funny thing happened, because when I designed them dies, and obviously die cut them for the first time, okay, I ended up with waste. And this particular waste, I generally keep bits and pieces in my pots, different pots. But kept them in the pot, and I was always going to return back to them and create something with them. But as you launch in new dies, you just forget about them. And then obviously you're busy with new collection and so on. And I don't know, I've misplaced them. I couldn't find them. So this is why, honestly, Di, thank you for this, because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you the card, but I'm going to show you something else with the waste. Okay, so that's thanks to Di, because what Di did on the card by weaving in prompted me to actually use this die with regards to the project this evening. Okay, and then when I die cut it, okay, I then looked at the waste differently, and that is thanks to my die. Thank you. Okay, so you inspired me, because only now, okay, I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful flowers. Okay, oh, we need to change the camera. My cameraman today, I think he's half asleep. Okay, look at these two. Okay, look at these two cute, pretty little flowers. You will only get one size, but I'll show you exactly what you need to do with these. Okay, and isn't that great when you can actually get something out of nothing? I mean, seriously. So I had a big pile of these when I was die cutting for my project, and I think, I'm sure I could do something with it. I'm sure. And like I said, I've misplaced the pot, and that's it. So thank you, Di. Because when you die cut this border, and I am going to use this border in my creation this evening, by the way, so you have to wait for that. I thought I'd show you the flowers first. Okay, so this is the waste. Okay, and this is what I have here. So now I've got green flower, I've got pink flower, and now I'm going to show you the blue flower. Okay, so literally without thinking, just squeeze your, I don't know, ears, bits, okay, in half and just keep them to the side. I actually haven't counted because these two are slightly different. Well, look the same. Okay, and I think you will love making these, honestly, because it's so quick, so easy, and they look amazing. They really do. So I think I need 7, if I remember correctly. I was going to memorize and then I think I didn't. But anyway, we've got more waste if we need more. Okay, so pretty amazing. Okay, this is it. Now, waste. I need tiny square. Okay, tiny, bigger. It doesn't matter because at the end, this flower is going to be slightly bigger if you look at it. Okay. Okay. So a little bit of glue. And you can do this with opposites, but you don't have to do opposites because you could literally carry on in circle. So now that one will overlap, go in the middle here, right? And the next bit will go here. Okay. And the next bit will go here. So more or less keep it in the center. So it's the corners of your petals, if we can call them that, to the center. Otherwise, we're going to have more of an oval flower rather than the round one. Okay. And nearly there, promise. Yep, I think I needed 7 flowers. Brilliant. Honestly, I'm loving it. Okay, and now I'm going to add a pretty little center. So we can use this on my arrangement. Let me just get a little pearl. Okay. And let me just put this here. But you can do this flower opposites symmetrically if you wanted to. Okay, there you go. How about this, ladies? Oops, the bits and pieces from my glue gun. Chin. So let me just get this. 1, 2, 3. Well, let me know what you think of these little beauties. Okay, so this is what happens. Just natural, I don't know, development of creativity. One thing leads to the other. Okay, so again, thank you, Di. Thank you very much. I'm using these flowers on my next card and very, very quickly. Okay, I'm going to have 6x6 blank card. And this little corner, I think I showed you this on our last Facebook Live. I hope I did. But basically, it's very simple. Okay, so die cut in white, cardstock, secure it, space it up, secure it. Thank you, Renee. Thank you. And I'm going to use my corner, right? So I'm only going to give myself a glue on this little corner here because I will then right, like so. I didn't even check how my card is going, but it's no. See, with a hot glue gun, you've got to be quick. That is the only downside, but never mind. All I wanted to do for now is just to secure it. Another flower from waste. Amazing usage. Exactly. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so this one is the border, and I will be using my border. And okay, I could actually weave it in and out. All right, just like you can see. Although if you check out Dice Creation, she actually weaved in and out these little loops here. Okay, so look at it. It's just endless possibilities. Okay, I need to focus. I need to focus. All right. Align it. Yeah, talking sometimes doesn't help. All right. There you go. There you go. That is why I didn't attach my strips to begin with, because I needed to weave this in and out, and then we are good to go. So as long as they obviously it's straight, let me just adjust maybe something. All right, I think it is. Oh, I think it is. And now I'm just gonna very quickly, let me just, what I'm looking at, just so you know, I'm looking at the top of my border when it comes to trimming it. So I'm aligning these two ends to be where I want to trim them and where they are going to look good. Right. So, but first things first, I'm going to actually attach it. There you go. Remember, we have to be fast with it. Hot glue gun. Okay. This one I will add a tiny drop as well. Okay, just like so. And then we have the green one here. And then I'm just going to follow the pattern with the green. Okay, so snipping it. There's two places. And I'm lining like so. Okay, so we've got a little bit of green showing. And now onto our quick arrangement. Okay, fantastic. So we've got our flowers. And I'm going to use these, even though I actually originally intended to use this flower. Okay, so as an example, let me show you. Okay, this would look like so. Okay, or up here or down here. But since this new little discovery, we're going to actually use them. Okay. All right. So my strips are secured. We can trim them now. Right, and just here. Actually, I'm going to add, I like my borders sometimes to stick out a bit. They do look interesting. Okay. And now on to our arrangement. Okay, so very quickly. Natural fiber. And flowers. blue flower is going where my green border is. It's going to be nicely contrasting that. And then the green flower is going to go at the top. So this evening, I've been using really pretty much the same, apart from a few different dyes, the same dye, okay, but in a slightly different way. Okay, I've got my message, which I am going to 3D simply because it's going to look better. So in a few places. All right. And I don't want to cover my lovely corner, really delicate corner. So I'm just going to pop this message below the strip, just like so. And then we're just going to add a few leaves. All right. So the leaf now is going to nicely sit on top of my message. One more here. Oops. So quiet. Even though it's so quiet. Okay, I definitely need one more leaf. Okay. I like these because I can actually tuck them. Secure this one. Right. Okay, so I could add wheat sprigs. I could add other things to my project. Trust me. But I'm only going to add just a little pearls to it, just to simply keep it as simple as possible. It is hard for me to keep it simple, but I'm working on that. And I think, in a way, these lives are actually quite good because it's kind of like it's great to be able to show you what else you could do with like a waste as an example. And therefore, okay, I want to obviously share as much as I possibly can with you, but obviously, like the last project, it is a simple project. Okay, so, and then you could take it from there. you can literally, no, it's too big. And some of them actually have a sticky back. Some of them gems have a sticky back, some of them don't. So, okay, and I'm just going to add 2 tiny pearls. I think this will be it. So, Now the trick to these pearls is clean pair of tweezers. Nothing sticks to them. And last one. There you go. I perhaps could add another one, but I think I'm done. So there you go. Wow. Okay. Busy, busy, busy. I mean, look at it. Okay. So this is my quick and easy card. Clean. We can call it what we like, right? Clean, easy. I mean, sometimes we have to make them. And I think this exercise, like I said, is actually quite good for me because I don't generally make quick and easy cards, but like the waist from a simple border adornment die. I mean, would you have thought that you will end up with these flowers? And honestly, thanks to Di, that occurred to me this evening. So thank you, Di. In the interest of fairness, I think it was maybe one of Charlotte's cards where she weaved up the accent of a bordered. Oh, was it? Oh, well, if it is Charlotte, then Charlotte, I'm so sorry. Okay, I've been crediting Di for this. Oh gosh, my memory is terrible. I should be getting some ginkgo biloba or something. So let me know if you enjoyed yourself. Okay, your comments are always absolutely amazing, and love reading them. Okay, so okay, I need to tell them like that. But remember, obviously, when it's folded, you've got that beautiful base back to your DL card, and of course, okay. So as you can see, the weaving basket definitely would have taken too long, right? And I didn't want you to be, like waiting for the next strip to be applied and so on, so on, so on. So, you can do it with literally weaving plates. You've got the start. Okay, you know how to start. This bit is important, and everything else is just, as you know, in and out. Okay, so if you have any questions, obviously let us know. Tonight's show has been fabulous, always interesting, but for me tonight has been stunning. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Dorothy, and thank you to everyone yet again for joining me in these live sessions. I love the demonstration tonight. You are so inspirational. Thank you. Thank you so much, Karen. Well, it's been wonderful watching all your creations and the use of waste into beautiful flowers and smaller weave. Yes, exactly. I mean, waste. But it is true. Sometimes, the waste is just it's not just a waste, so much more. So no, it's been lovely. I'm loving these Facebook Lives. Are you going to tell us what is coming up in May? No, Barbara. It was going to be a surprise. Well, I've designed so many dies that actually they should be arriving with me, the actual physical, dies, the prototypes, next week, and I will be testing them. So yes, you will be seeing a lot of new dyes in the upcoming months, of course. But please don't stop enjoying the weaving plate. I'm loving the plate. So versatile and different backgrounds, but of course, if you already have them, then hopefully you feel exactly the same about them as I do. Well, maybe I should mention just one other thing. I really enjoy watching the live. We shall look forward to the next one. Thank you, Joe. Okay, well, don't forget, if you didn't know, please check out Make It with Anna Marie Designs, as you can post your creations where you, well, not only created them, but you use products with Anna Marie Designs products to create them. Post them there and share your ideas, share your beautiful concepts. So it's always really, really lovely to have a little peruse through obviously your creations, and I'm loving them. And yes, if you didn't know about the group, please sign up. It's free. Okay. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. Of course, you can sign up to our newsletter. You could obviously subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't done so yet. I mean, there will be a new video coming up next week. But for now, I will leave you in peace. Always love watching these lives and really look forward to them. Your creations are always stunning and a great inspiration. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And I'm loving your presence, but also your comments. So I won't take up any of your time. I will say good night. Good night. Have a lovely evening. And I will see you probably in 2 weeks' time. Okay. But bye-bye for now and take care. Enjoy the spring. Yay! And I'm going to actually